Each warning is color-coded, which reflects the likely impact of the predicted weather. The 3 weather warnings, in order from least to most severe, are yellow, amber and red. As the UK's official weather service, the Met Office is responsible for issuing weather warnings, which warn of impacts caused by severe weather. They are designed to let people, businesses, emergency responders and governments know what weather is in store and what the impacts of that weather may be. Forecasters need to take into account 2 things when issuing a warning: how severe the weather will be and how confident they are it will happen. But what do the colors mean? We've decoded the warnings so you know exactly what to expect next time extreme weather conditions hit the headlines and your area. Yellow weather warning. The weather warning is in place across the southeast. Yellow warnings can be issued for a range of weather situations. Many are issued when it is likely that the weather will cause some low-level impacts, including some disruption to travel in a few places. Many people may be able to continue with their daily routine, but there will be some that will be directly impacted, and so it is important to assess if you could be affected. Other yellow warnings are issued when the weather could bring much more severe impacts to the majority of people, but the certainty of those impacts occurring is much lower. It is important to read the content of yellow warnings to determine which weather situation is being covered by the yellow warning. Amber warning. An example of what an amber weather warning will look like on a weather map. There is an increased likelihood of impacts from severe weather, which could potentially disrupt your plans. This means there is the possibility of travel delays, road and rail closures, power cuts and the potential risk to life and property. You should thinking about changing your plans and taking action to protect yourself and your property. You may want to consider the impact of the weather on your family and your community, and whether there is anything you need to do ahead of the severe weather to minimize the impact. Red weather warning. Red weather warnings indicate dangerous conditions. Image, Mirror Online. Dangerous weather is expected, and, if you haven't already done so, you should take action now to keep yourself and others safe from the impact of the severe weather. It is very likely that there will be a risk to life, with substantial disruption to travel, energy supplies and possibly widespread damage to property and infrastructure. You should avoid traveling, where possible, and follow the advice of the emergency services and local authorities. Where to find information about weather warnings. When a warning is in force, it will be highlighted in the warnings banner on the Met Office homepage. This will provide information on the color of the warning and the nations and regions affected. A warnings triangle will also appear at the top of every Met Office web page, highlighting the color of the most severe warning affecting the UK at the time. If you click on the triangle or the weather warnings text beside it, you'll be taken to the weather warnings page.